HP Z27k G3 4K USB-C display, a feature-rich productivity monitor, covers the full sRGB color gamut, and it has an ergonomically friendly stand and a wide range of ports. It's solid on accuracy and connectivity, but you can find similar, and brighter, monitors for less. The HP Z27k G3 4K USB-C display, $534, is a formidable productivity monitor, with UHD resolution, an ergonomically supreme stand, accurate color for web-based art, and a wide variety of ports. It is similar to several monitors we have recently reviewed, including the Philips Brilliance 279p1, but sells at a considerably higher price than that editor's choice winning model. If the Z27k G3's feature set and menu control scheme are more to your liking, however, it may be worth the premium. The heart of the Z27k G3 is its 27-inch, measured diagonally, in plane switching, IPS, screen. It features a native resolution of UHD, 3840 by 2160 pixels, aka 4K, which makes for a very high pixel density, 163 pixels per inch. All else being equal, the higher the pixel density, how closely the pixels are packed together, the sharper the image, and the Z27k G3 should be fine for working with very small text, intricate diagrams, graphics, and photos. It also showed accurate colors in covering the full sRGB color gamut. As is typical of IPS panels, the Z27k G3's screen has wide viewing angles, with a rating of up to 178 degrees for both vertical and horizontal viewing, meaning that colors should remain reasonably true, free of shifting or posterization, even if you view the screen at extreme angles from the side or above. This was indeed borne out in our anecdotal testing for off-axis viewing. The Z27k G3 has a thin, sturdy aluminum frame, and it measures 21.9 by 24.1 by 8.1 inches, HWD. Surrounding the screen are narrow black bezels, plus an additional thin border, on all four sides. The stand supports the full range of ergonomic features. You can adjust the monitor's height by up to 5.9 inches, and tilt the top of the panel up to 5 degrees toward or up to 20 degrees away from you. You can swivel the panel up to 45 degrees in either direction, and pivot it from landscape to portrait mode. If instead you want to mount the Z27k G3 on a wall or movable arm, it has a square array of holes spaced 100 mm apart, plus a VESA mounting bracket in the box. VESA mount compatibility is not unusual, but this is one of the few monitors of its class we have reviewed that includes the actual mounting hardware. You navigate the monitor's on-screen display, OSD, menus via a miniature joystick controller, located in back. It is easier to use than the button-based navigation system found on many business monitors, including the Philips Brilliance 279p1. The Z27k G3 has a wealth of ports. They include an HDMI port, one DisplayPort and one DisplayPort out connector, and an upstream USB-C port. That upstream port supports DisplayPort over USB alternate mode, as well as USB power delivery, PD, of up to a whopping 100 watts to compatible HP laptops. Also included is an RJ45 Ethernet jack, which supports gigabit Ethernet and provides internet connectivity to a laptop that lacks its own Ethernet jack, when it is plugged into one of the monitor's USB-C ports. That can be especially useful in environments where there is poor or no Wi-Fi. Supported network manageability features include PXE boot, LAN/WAN switching, Wake on LAN, WAL, and MAC address pass-through, MAPT. The first, for pre-boot execution environment, allows a computer to boot directly from the network. LAN/WAN switching disables the laptop's Wi-Fi when the monitor is connected to a LAN. WAL, meanwhile, enables a computer to be woken up remotely from a low-power state. And the MOPT function lets a connected laptop bypass the monitor/dock's MAC address so it can be uniquely identified on the network with its own MAC address. These functions require that the PC to which the Z27k G3 is connected be in awake or sleep state, not off. There are 4 USB 3.2 downstream ports, 2 of which can provide up to 7.5 watts to charge a phone or other small device. The ports are downward facing and back, but they can be reached easily enough by pivoting the monitor up into portrait mode. Although HP doesn't market it as such, the Z27k G3 is an example of what we have variously seen called USB hub, USB-C hub, or docking station monitors. In addition to having an upstream USB-C port that can charge or power a laptop at the same time as displaying content from it, monitors of this kind have a hub of downstream USB 3 ports and an Ethernet jack, in addition to DisplayPort and HDMI connectors. In effect, they can perform all the functions that you would expect from a laptop's docking station while also serving as a monitor. Examples include the Dell UltraSharp 27 USB-C hub monitor, U2722DA, and the aforementioned Philips 279P1, as well as the Philips Brilliance 272P7 VUB, also an Editor's Choice winner, and HP's own winning E24D G4 FHD Advanced Docking Monitor. HP backs the Z27k G3 with a 3-year standard warranty, which is the same as the E24D and typical of higher-end productivity monitors. Dell includes a 3-year warranty for the U2722DA, while Philips does it one better, backing both the 279P1 and 272P7 VUB with a 4-year standard warranty. I tested the Z27k G3's brightness, contrast ratio, and color accuracy using our standard test equipment, a Klein K10A colorimeter, a Rideo 6G signal generator, and Portrait Display's Calman 5 calibration software. The charts in this section were generated in Kelman. HP rates the Z27k G3 at 350 nits, candelas per square meter, of luminance, but it only tested at 235 nits. That is still adequate for typical use, just well short of its rated brightness. It did better than its rated 1,000:1 contrast ratio, tallying a 1,333-to-1 score. According to HP, the Z27k G3 covers up to 99% of sRGB, the color gamut for web-based art and numerous other applications. In my testing, it covered a full 100% of that color space. See the chromaticity or color coverage chart below. The panel is also rated as covering 85% of DCI-P3, a color space used for digital video. Our test sample covered 80.3% in our testing. For the Z27k G3, HP claims a delta E of less than 2, representing good color accuracy, for the sRGB color space. Delta E, DA, for short, is the difference between the hue of a displayed color and the color input that the monitor received. The figure that appears in monitor specs is the average of a large number of individual color readings from across the spectrum. The lower the value, the more accurate the color. Many professional monitors tout a delta of less than 2 in various color spaces. The Z27k G3 hit that mark for sRGB with room to spare, with an average DA of 1.65. I also did my usual ad hoc testing, consisting of viewing a selection of film clips as well as photos from our test suite. Movie colors were rich, and contrast was good in both bright and dark areas. With photos, the colors seemed accurate and vivid. Its 4K resolution, full sRGB coverage, and high color accuracy makes the Z27k G3 a good fit for processing photos and graphics for the web, and its boundless connectivity and ergonomic chops add to its draw. But other manufacturers are equipping productivity displays along the same lines. The similarly featured Philips 279P1, our latest Editor's Choice winning productivity monitor, costs about $200 less, and Philips backs it with a 4-year warranty. Both models are fairly new to the market, and are frequently out of stock due to pandemic-related demand, The Z27k G3 does have an easier and more convenient OSD navigation system, with its mini joystick controller, while the Philips sticks to the more awkward and trickier button-based control system. We're not sure we'd make that the deal changer between the two, given the difference in list prices, but the HP Z27k G3 is a solid enough alternative, especially if its pricing levels out as time goes on versus the competition.